Hello. I know I'm not in a very nice studio that a lot of these so called get rich quick wealth building personalities use, but that's because that is not my primary source of income. I'm not spending my time uh, creating web content uh, to get money or so forth. These videos that I'm putting out are specifically to help you. One of the key warning signs in these get rich quick things is minimal effort. Sadly to say, investing in income and wealth building always takes work and energy. I don't care who says different, it always is that case. Um, for example, the least amount of work to get wealth that I'm aware of is the guy named Peter Thiel, and he still had to use a lot of effort. Now, there is a lot of things in the Get Rich Quick Gurus seminar area that you do want to look out for. Aside from that, if they're hiding their information till you pay them, you want to know how they're getting rich quick? You're paying them. That is literally it. Everything that I'm putting out, once this goes into the recorded side, will be free because it's public information. It is nothing new, but it is what actually works. Uh, Another point, you see my two warning signs. My third is going into things sketchy like Forex trading. I hate to be this person, but those people who say Forex trading and recommend it and you're going to get money by it, I tried it for about a week just to see what was going on, and very minimal investing to ensure that I didn't lose everything. Um, and it is nothing. It is a big joke. All you're doing is betting on the value of different currencies through exchange rates over a short term. That is never a smart way to go about investing. So that's forex. Um, Drop shipping. Um, there's a lot of variables that I hate to say that you definitely need to pay attention to. This sometimes drop shipping will be a burden more than an asset. In fact, many times it is because there's customs and so forth that you're not even going to realize. And if you're not the direct person over that, you may have difficulty trying to solve the supply chain issues. Now, why am I talking about this to you people? It's because I feel like every single time I see a get rich quick thing, I see somebody who actually needs something that works, but they're getting duped into someone's stuff that doesn't work. So here's my plan for wealth building, and it will show a quality return in average about 5 years. Sometimes it's going to be lower than 5 years. Sometimes it's going to be above 5 years. I'm going to be frank about that. And the biggest initial thing that you're going to need to do, oh, this is another warning sign, is if they dismiss 9 to 5 work, like regular full-time employment. I'm going to say that there is probably your biggest warning sign. Because the true people who are talking about building wealth in a realistic manner will never diminish 9 to 5 work. They may talk about how you spend the money afterward, but they're going to always recommend you actually have a job. That's where I come in. I recommend you have a 9 to 5 job that's full time, that you get a 401k, and the average would matching that usually occurs in companies maybe higher than my average estimate now. Because this was like a few years ago that I've had it, but if the matching is 5% or more, take advantage of that 401k. You're going to want to do that in the long run. If you can do it without putting your livelihood out, then you're going to want to start a Roth IRA as well. And the reason why you're going to want to have both of those is you want to have the retirements both growing at the same time. Now, here's where the tricky part is. You're also going to want to invest outside of those two platforms of the IRA and the 401k in small investment over time. And what I mean is something like maybe a $4 or $5 investment in one thing, or somewhere else, but you're going to want to do that as a recurring thing, building over time, things that will grow in the long run. So, for example, I started out doing 4 or 5 different mutual funds through Robinhood at roughly about $3 per pay period. I've actually purposely set it up that it comes out of my bank account like a couple days or so after I get paid. That builds up. Because of that, I have got about $100 at least there, and about $4,000 between the 4,000, 5,000 through the retirement plans. I currently have a year-to-date of $20,000 income from my employment, and that's at six months of employment with this particular company. So, do not get deceived and use the real plan. And like I say, just those 3 steps for long-term, not short-term, long-term wealth building.